Our time to shine. Yo, that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some odd job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy, I'm getting it. Forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fall, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she holding shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' up. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down.
We are live with episode 34 of Nemesis. My name is Alexander Shaw, and I am joined by the chairman of the CWL. And what a night of action we've got for you, Chairman. I've got to say, we've got title opportunities on the line in our main event, and Supremacy Cup action continuing to roll on. It's pandemonium here.
I mean, you're not wrong here, and we're getting started with a very, very competitive matchup. As we now know, it has been confirmed that Starjammer LLC will be challenging for the Tag Team Championship, the Titan Clash, and normally our commentary partner here, Jay Scott, is going to be in a match here. And let me just say, it feels good to have more than just 25% of this desk.
Yeah, no, honestly. You get 25%, I get like 10.
Well, you need to rework your contract there.
The opening match of Nemesis is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing Starjammer LLC, weighing 221 pounds, from the West Hamptons, Long Island, Jay Scott.
Jay Scott, the human equivalent to Living Scum, making his way down to the ring. And I've got to say, though, despite our thoughts of him as a commentator and as a human being, if you could even call him that, he is one hell of a competitor.
I actually have to 100% agree. He is a fantastic competitor that if you're not ready for the fight, he is going to sneak up on you and come out with a victory. Jay Scott is possibly one of the most dangerous competitors we have here. Not because he's the fastest, not because he's the strongest, but it's just because he is one of the most conniving and finds a way to win.
Absolutely, and I mean, that's the thing. He claims to be undefeated. We obviously know he's not, but the thing is, though, he did go on quite a run of not losing as a tag team, and you know what? He hasn't. It isn't fully unearned, this tag title opportunity.
And his opponent, representing Anarchy Inc., weighing 218 pounds, from Rahway, New Jersey, one half of your tag team champions, Jacob Nitro.
Now Jacob Nitro making his way out of the ring. And the thing that's important to notice about this here, Alex, is the fact that Jay Scott is not accompanied by Rodrigo Del Gaiso, and Jacob Nitro is not accompanied by Stark Shields. So this is going to be a clean one-on-one matchup between these two. And I think that honestly speaks a lot to the character of Jay Scott here tonight.
It definitely does, but at the same time, you know, if you have people constantly questioning your honor, constantly questioning your talent, what better way to shut them up than to go out there and do it yourself? Again, this isn't me saying that Jay Scott has any honor, but if someone's going to call it into question, you've got to feel he's going to battle back.
And you also have to keep in mind just how big of a run that Jacob Nitro has been in here lately. He and Stark Shields, as part of Anarchy Inc., defeated the American Dreamboats at Merry Mayhem. And ever since then, Jacob Nitro and Stark Shields have put it all on the line against so many different teams. They put it on the line against the Sons of Fenrir. They did it again against the Broken Standard and the Sons of Fenrir at the same time. And then they went down to Genesis and had an absolute banger with Sheldon Parks and Christie, and they defended the championship successfully. Now they've got Starjammer LLC in their track, and we're going to see if they're able to pull it off again at Titan Clash.
And we'll definitely have to see. They've definitely been showing up. Those are two guys who were sort of... You hear this a lot, but you hear that... And I never like using it, but they were lost in the shuffle, so to speak, on Nemesis. And then they came together, and lo and behold, they have been fantastic as a tag team.
And now here we see Nitro bring it on right to Jay Scott, but Jay Scott able to shift the weight there and go for something, a bit of an arm drag, and now right hook, and now being able to just get the knee driven right into the back of the neck of Jacob Nitro. Jay Scott in full control here of this matchup in the opening minutes.
Yeah, and like I said, say what you will about the fact that he's a human scumbag. He is a fantastic competitor. It's just, you know, he's difficult to work with.
And now Jay Scott with a beautiful power slam there in the center of the ring. Now hooking the legs around the midsection of Jacob Nitro, trying to squeeze the air out of the body of Jacob Nitro, and Jacob Nitro struggling to get out of this hold here.
Yeah, absolutely struggling, and I think Jay Scott is maybe a bit more of a proficient technical competitor than Jacob Nitro is.
Now we see Jacob
as
Nitro
much as it pains me to say that. And now Jay Scott fighting his way out of it with the punches. And the TNA kick. And now trying to keep lining him up with strikes, but Jay Scott able to fire back with a kick of his own. Belly-to-belly suplex tosses him across the ring.
Now Jacob Nitro goes to the outside to take a bit of a breather. Jay Scott follows pursuit, but I think it may have just been a setup as Jacob Nitro was connecting with the forearms. Oh, he misses with that super kick as Jay Scott slides right back into the ring.
Absolutely, and now taking the kicks and the forearms to Jay Scott, whips him off the ropes, ducks under, and a huge Hurricane Rana from Jacob Nitro.
Now Jacob Nitro going after the arms. Now this is going to be very interesting to see what he targets here as the match continues, because we know that Jay Scott needs those arms in order to drive your entire body weight onto his knees for the Starjammer. But it seems like Jacob Nitro is just targeting other parts of the body instead.
Yeah, and I think right now he's targeting a victory, as he's got the arm hooked up. And Jacob Nitro looking to make this night a quick one.
The burnout connects, and this could be all she wrote for Jay Scott too. But no, Jay Scott kicks out before the 3, and you can see it right there. Jacob Nitro in a bit of disbelief as he now gets back up to his feet, and he knows that he has to continue the attack. He can't let his frustrations get high. He can't let his emotions get to him if he wants to take down Jay Scott here tonight.
Just a straight liver shot there by Jay Scott. Gets him back into the match. And that's what's so interesting about someone like Jay Scott. He's not the strongest, he's not the most technical, he's not the quickest, but he might be damn near one of the smartest wrestlers in the CWL. I mean, he's only been here a year, and if I'm being honest, Mr. Chairman, he's one of the most powerful people in terms of just how much he controls. He's got the likes of Michael Young and Pistolero under his wing, the likes of Yui Nishimura and Rodrigo Delgado. I mean, he's developed one of the, in my opinion, maybe the most powerful group in CWL today.
I honestly have to agree with that. You know, Rodrigo Del Gaiso and Yui Nishimura are future world champions here in the CWL. It's not a matter of when, or I'm sorry, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I mean, Jacob Nitro here himself is trying to make sure that that doesn't happen, because Jay Scott, oh my God, he just lifted up Jacob Nitro and slammed him down onto the mat.
That huge flapjack there by Jay Scott, and I think that was all to discombobulate Jacob Nitro, so he's in perfect position for the Starjammer.
And that could be all she wrote right there. 1, 2, but no, Jacob Nitro now responds in kind. And Jay Scott, he just let out a yell in frustration there.
I mean, he just hit him with his best shot, and it wasn't enough. Gotta feel, of course, he'd be frustrated, as now, though, keeping up the offense on Jacob Nitro. As he gets into the gut range from the deadlift. And a gut wrench suplex connects.
Now Jay Scott sends Jacob Nitro to the corner. He's gonna flip him around. What's he got in mind here?
I think he's going up to the top rope, and Jay Scott might be looking for the ultimate way to put down Jacob Nitro.
Hold on 1 second. He's got him up on his shoulders. What is Jay Scott going to do here? He's got him way up high, and he just slams it down in the center of the ring.
Scrambles into the pinfall. Jay Scott pulling out all the stops, and it puts away Jacob Nitro. Jay Scott dug so deep into the playbook there. And it pulled out the win.
The winner of the match, Jay Scott.
For those of you that think that Jay Scott is not a legitimate competitor, he just proved everybody wrong and just pinned one half of the tag team champions. If Anarchy Inc. isn't ready to go at Titan Clash, then they've got another thing coming.
Wait a second here. We cut backstage, and Dr. Wrestling Jr. is knocked unconscious. Alex Clark, one of the Kingsmen now, sitting down next to him, making sure he's okay.
Now he's helping him back up to his feet, but Dr. Wrestling Jr. still seems to be a little bit out of it. And, I mean, what happened? Was he attacked? Was he taken out? Now it looks like Dr. Wrestling Jr. has come back too. And the two were just talking as we now move on to the next match, but what just happened there with Dr. Wrestling Jr.?
I have no idea, but what I do know is that coming up next, we've got Liza Horror versus Valkyrie. Liza Horror not just looking to get her first win in the cup, but looking to break the undefeated streak of Valkyrie. And she could very well do it.
If anybody is going to be the one to shock everybody, it's going to be Liza Horror. Liza Horror has a history of always bringing the pressure onto herself and delivering when the lights are bright.
The following match is set for 1 fall and is part of the Supremacy Cup. Introducing first, weighing 137 pounds, from Chicago, Illinois, Liza Horror!
So now Liza Horror makes her way to the ring first here. And again, if there's going to be anybody that can defeat Valkyrie, I think Liza Horror poses possibly the biggest threat aside from Holly Queen in the Supremacy Cup.
I mean, the thing is, though, it's like you say, besides Holly Queen, I gotta be honest, the entire Nemesis side is stacked. You've got Holly Queen, Cassidy Clark, Quinn Edwards, Sheila, and then these two. Half the field are former Nemesis Women's Champion, and the other half are some of the hottest up-and-coming talent we have.
And her opponent, weighing 121 pounds, from Helsinki, Finland, Valkyrie!
And now Valkyrie making her way down to the ring, and she has faced Liza Horror before on Genesis. Valkyrie came out with the win there. In fact, she only has one loss in her entire CWL career if you even count Genesis, and it was in a triple threat match. She has never been beaten in a one-on-one action.
I mean, when she lost the Queen of Genesis Championship, I think that's her only true loss. And, you know, for her to bring that kind of momentum here into Nemesis is something that is incredible. It's rare when somebody goes on an undefeated streak and the capacity that Valkyrie has. And, I mean, you look at the crowd here, everyone is behind her. I think it would be incredibly ignorant of me to say that Valkyrie isn't the favorite here for the Supremacy Cup.
I mean, no one's been able to show that they can beat her yet. And who knows if anyone can beat her in this tournament.
But as we get this match ready to get going, the bell has rung, the 15 minutes are on. Now, who's going to be the one to walk out with the victory here? As Valkyrie goes immediately after a DDT to try and neutralize anything Liza Horror tries to do.
Yeah, and fair enough. I mean, we know that Valkyrie has been training with Selena Adams for this tournament, as Selena Adams once competed in the Supremacy Cup, but, you know, neither of them have faced Liza Horror. I guess Valkyrie has, but Selena Adams has not faced Liza Horror, and Valkyrie has not faced Liza Horror in quite a long time. You've got to feel this is going to be somewhat of a new quantity here.
Now Valkyrie in full control of this matchup so far. The first minute... Oh, as I say that, it looks like Liza connects with the knee that puts her in the driver's seat, but Valkyrie comes right back. Absolutely.
I mean, Valkyrie, she's not been undefeated based on pure luck. She has been based... It has been based on skill and honestly a bit of dominance has been this winning streak.
And now...
And I mean... Can you remember the last time it looked like Valkyrie was going to lose?
I mean, it really depends on what you mean, but I think the last time she was truly in danger was possibly that match that she had against Selena Adams that was unfortunately interrupted by the Vindication women. But even then, I don't know. Like, I think Valkyrie is just on another level right now.
Absolutely. And thing is, though, the thing with the Supremacy Cup is that it's match after match after match, right? And Valkyrie, how will she stack up as the matches begin to stack up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And you have to employ a different strategy, not only for every single woman that you face here in the Supremacy Cup, but also you have to account for all the damage that you sustain. It like, as you've said several times already, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So Liza Horror has to do as much as she can, not only to defeat Valkyrie here, but if she doesn't win, do as much damage to possibly help the next person. Because then, that's where tiebreakers come in. Liza Horror could win the rest of her matches here if she loses to Valkyrie tonight, and then everything else is going to add up later on.
Yeah, and that's why every win is so important. But you can't also let one loss get you down. It was hold on, Valkyrie, to the cover. Because Liza Horror, even though she lost last week, is still very much so in this cup.
And now here we see Valkyrie trying to get back into the groove of things here. Liza Horror has done a really good job of attempting to neutralize everything Valkyrie has done. but Valkyrie just keeps finding answers as she's now got Liza perched up on the top. What are we going to see here from Valkyrie? Oh, she just drives the knees to the midsection from the top rope.
Into the cover now goes Valkyrie to put away Liza Horror. Only a 1 count there. Liza Horror here to play.
A very defiant kick out here by Liza Horror as she refuses to be put away by Valkyrie. And now that jawbreaker connects. Liza Horror, she's going to be hooking the leg here. And we're going to be seeing a fisherman suplex just slam Valkyrie down right on the Nemesis logo.
And now picking her up once again. Big lariat. And another one. And a huge dropkick from Liza Horror. And she's starting to get herself back into this. But Valkyrie wisely rolling to the outside. But Liza Horror looking to take the fight to her. Goes for the big bionic elbow. Not able to get it. Gets caught with the bulldog.
A bulldog to the barely padded concrete on the outside. And you can see the crowd is all for it as Valkyrie and Liza just continue to fight on the outside.
And now picking up Valkyrie. Sends her into the side of the apron there. And now we get up to a count of 5. I think neither of these women want to draw this early into the Supremacy Cup. You've got to feel.
Now the count was up to a 7, but we do have a 20 count here, and it looks like Valkyrie here again with another DDT, as it looks like we're coming up to 5 minutes expired on the clock here. Now these women have to do something in order. Oh, hold on as I say that. The Valkyrie DDT. That is actually, she's been putting away all her matches. And that could be all she wrote here as the referee is right on top of it. 2, and that is it. Valkyrie manages to put away Liza Horror here on Nemesis.
And that just shows how dangerous competitive Valkyrie is. Liza Horror was honestly in control for a lot of that match. But that hammerlock DDT, if she hits that, it could put away damn near anyone.
The winner of the match, Valkyrie!
Now congratulations go to Valkyrie as she racks up more points here in the Supremacy Cup. But now the question is, who is next in her bracket, and will they have an answer to what Valkyrie brings to the table?
I mean, that's the thing. Valkyrie is the big question of the Supremacy Cup, and so far no one has had the answer.
And speaking of answers, we know that Johnny Gemini is waiting himself to get an answer from TJ Black to see if he's going to be the one that challenges for the Twitch Championship. But tonight he faces somebody who has also been clamoring for a Twitch title opportunity for quite a few months now, and that is Samuel Black.
I mean, you've got to feel both these men have definitely earned their way to a Twitch title shot, but at the same time, you know, Samuel Black has just been on an absolute tear. Whereas Johnny Gemini, he kind of faltered at his last big match with Set Battle Lines. So you've got to feel this is a do-or-die match for Johnny Gemini.
The following match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 205 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Johnny Gemini!
Johnny Gemini making his way down to the ring. Someone who has been a big fan favorite ever since coming up to Nemesis. And he claims that TJ Black is a disgrace. He is disrespectful to the lineage, to the legacy of the Twitch Championship. But in some way, Chairman, TJ Black is almost intrinsically tied to the legacy of the Twitch title. He's the only 3-time Twitch champion, the longest reigning Twitch champion. You've got to give the devil his due. even if that devil also has his own fake title.
Don't ever talk to me about that fake title ever again. I really hope TJ Black got rid of it.
And introducing next his opponents, Samuel Black.
You know, Alex, I think even though this isn't an official #1 contenders match to see who faces TJ Black, I think it's a bit of a spiritual #1 contender match, if you will, because I think it would be really hard to deny either of these men a championship opportunity if they get a win over the other against TJ Black.
Absolutely. And that's what I was saying about whole, Johnny Jenna is supposed to be do or die, because he put out the challenge first, yes, but if you want to talk about who's maybe earned it more, who deserves it more, who can deny Samuel Black a title shot at this point?
I think it would be incredibly hard to do so. And again, he's beaten the likes of Damian Morgan. He was in that ladder match to try and earn himself a Twitch title match. He's had an absolute killer's row in his victims list as of late. And personally, if it were up to me, I think Samuel Black should absolutely get that next shot against TJ Black.
As now these two, the bell rings and immediately just start charging at each other, but Johnny Gemini.
And now here, Johnny Gemini connects with a big rocket kick as Samuel Black is down on the mat. Johnny Gemini is going to have to play a power game like we haven't seen before if he wants to take down Samuel Black, because, I mean, just from the looks of it, Samuel Black is a bit bigger than Johnny Gemini. But that is not to take away from anything Johnny Gemini has done before.
As now we see the backbreaker into the side Russian leg sweep. Now kicks off Johnny Gemini. And we saw Gemini attacking. It looked like he was trying to attack the knee early on in the match. We got to feel with the amount of padding that Samuel Black has, that he might have a lot of protection when it comes to those knees. It almost looks like he's wearing hockey pads.
I mean, if it works, right?
Yeah, and Johnny Gemini, I mean, he's got that one knee exposed. He's got that tattooed. He's definitely not the one wearing hockey pads. As now got that almost modified STF locked in.
And we've seen that move start to put people away here in the CWL as of late, and Samuel Black is starting to adopt it into his arsenal. But Johnny Gemini was not one to tap out that easily as he goes into the cover, but Samuel Black kicks out before the 2.
And now Gemini sends him into the corner. Drop kick. Samuel Black, though, doesn't go down. And a second one finally drops the beast.
Johnny Gemini had to use a lot of force and a lot of speed, which is what we talked about when he wanted to take down Samuel Black. And now Samuel Black was going to get right back into it as he just starts to choke the life out of Johnny Gemini's body. And look at that, a beautiful spine buster maneuver by Samuel Black.
And now lifts him up. And a deadlift powerbomb.
But oh my God, Johnny Gemini doesn't even get to a 2.
No, and this one is, I think, this one is too close to call, in my opinion. These two have been impressing everyone for a few months now, and we're finally seeing them go one-on-one.
And it's a very exciting contest so far, as it looks like Samuel Black is just going to swing Johnny Gemini around and plant him down.
Oh, wait. But the shoulder tackle there by Gemini. Now, these two just going back and forth and back and forth.
Now Samuel Black again goes for the pinfall. And I think this is something we're not actually commenting on too much right now. But Samuel Black is going after constant pins and only getting 1 count, as now it looks like Samuel Black is going to drive Johnny Gemini's face into the mat. And that has got to be it, as Samuel Black goes into the pinfall too. But oh my God, Johnny Gemini kicks out before the 3 count.
Yeah, that dragon facebuster connecting, and I've got to be honest, we rarely see that from Samuel Black. As many things we rarely see him go to the top rope, and that is why. As Gemini gets the knees up, but gets immediately caught back into a fall-away slam.
Johnny Gemini failed to capitalize on the knees to the midsection of Samuel Black. And I mean, like I said earlier, Johnny Gemini was constantly kicking out at 1, but Samuel Black delivers one of the fatal blows there and only gets a 2 count still. It just goes to show how ready Johnny Gemini was for this matchup.
And now big overhand right from Samuel Black, and now the belly-to-belly suplex as he drags Johnny Gemini towards the rope. As he got to the feet on the rope, using all the leverage he can to pin Gemini, but it's not enough.
So now Samuel Black kick to the gut here. Pump handle position. What is Samuel Black doing? He just turns him inside out. A pump handle throw, I guess. That's what we're going to call that. As now Samuel Black loading up to the back of Johnny Gemini. Johnny Gemini is taking a hell of a lot of punishment here in this matchup.
Yeah, that pump handle fall away slam, and now the gun wrench suplex, and wisely Johnny Gemini goes to the outside, and Samuel, why are you going to the top rope again? As he goes again for the bionicle, but misses this time though. Johnny Gemini not able to capitalize. You've got to feel Samuel Black getting too arrogant with these going to the top ropes. I mean, it is yet to work out for him.
And now Johnny Gemini is going to try his own luck as he goes up to the top rope. Johnny Gemini is calling his shot. Could he be about to put away Samuel Black? He goes for it and the blockbuster connects.
Drops him. And you know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And Johnny Gemini with a humongous win.
That has got to be one of Johnny Gemini's biggest victories here on Nemesis, as he manages to put away Samuel Black. But no shame to Samuel Black whatsoever. He put up one hell of a fight. But here tonight, Johnny Gemini was just a little bit better. Oh my God, it's out of nowhere. TJ Black just came through. Doesn't even let Johnny Gemini celebrate.
And repeated knees to the face of Johnny Gemini. And now lifting him up. Turns him around. It got that choke, that sleeper hold locked in. And the ref just begging TJ Black to let him go. Trying to get in between them there. But Johnny Gemini passes out just like everyone else.
Well, I guess now we have our answer from TJ Black himself. Last week, Johnny Gemini asked for a Twitch title opportunity, and TJ Black just left him hanging. But I think with this statement that TJ Black didn't even need to say a word, but we have our answer. You know, you have to really think about this. And Johnny Gemini had just gone through one hell of a match, and TJ Black just came out and took advantage of that. I think Johnny Gemini is going to come back stronger at Titan Clash, and I think he's going to be the one to finally take away the Twitch title from TJ once and for all.
Well, we'll have to see, as Titan Clash is just around the corner. But now, we've got the Golden Mask making his in-ring debut here on Nemesis. going up against Warboy Crom. And I've got to say, we've been hearing a lot of talk from Golden Mask on behalf of the Backroom Dealings. This is the first time we'll get to see him in action here tonight. I'm personally quite excited.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, the leader of Backroom Dealings. He was voted PWA's top 500 #1 wrestlers of the year 2017 and is widely considered the most attractive man whose face you've never seen. He stands at 6 foot tall, weighs in at 229 pounds, and fights out of North Carolina. He is the Golden Mask.
Well, I hope that our ring announcer there got a bit of a breather after having to spew all those facts there. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Golden Mask, the leader of the Backroom Dealings, as you see almost the entire group coming out here with Golden Mask.
Yeah, almost everybody here. I mean, Dave Graves, Eli Evans, Cairo, all on guard. And Golden Mask has definitely acquired his own posse, so to speak.
And his opponent, representing the War Boys, weighing 244 pounds, from Melbourne, Australia, Crom.
Well, last week we saw Crom take on Cairo, and Cairo was one of the first to completely annihilate Crom on the Nemesis roster. This man is a former tag team champion with his partner Haas coming down to the ring, but no one has been able to do to Crom what Cairo did last week. Now the question is the Golden Mask going to be able to do the same?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? I mean, is Golden Mask the subsequent leader of Backroom Dealings? Can he walk the walk? Because we know he could talk that talk.
Well, we are about to find out here as the referee's right there. And look at all the people on the outside of the ring. They've literally doubled the numbers on Backroom Dealings compared to the War Boys. I know that Haas wants to be out here for his partner, but let's be honest. What's Haas going to do against 4 people of the stature of Backroom Dealings?
Run?
Well, yeah, that's your only option, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, kinda. Like, I'm all for, like, nobility and honor and hustle, loyalty, respect, all that garbage, but at the same time, it's like, hey, maybe you don't want to get eaten alive by Cairo and Eli Evans and Dave Graves. Or maybe you won't have to, as right now Warboy Crom just lodged his knee straight in the orbital bone of Golden Mask.
I thought I was here with Jay Scott for a second, as Crom is in control of this matchup so far, as he just slams Golden Mask down with his entire body weight.
Yeah, so now Crom, oh wait, goes for it, not able to get it, and now Golden Mask, I think, was trying to outpower Crom there for a second. Big mistake.
Very, very big mistake here. It's now a huge clothesline right there by Golden Mask. Connects. And look at that, just going for an overhand chop, I think. Setting up Crom on the top rope. What's Golden Mask got in mind here? Maybe a superplex.
It's not good for Crom. Beautiful superplex. As he just tosses Crom. And, well, now we see Haas getting in the way of Golden Mask here.
I mean, a little bit tit for a tat, you know. Maybe Golden Mask took his eye off the prize for a second. Because, let's be annoying. I've said this before. Haas can be a little annoying sometimes, you know?
Sometimes. A lot of the time. Have you seen that little jerk backstage? He keeps stealing my shit.
Well, I like to be respectful of the talent, you know, as eccentric as some of the people that we hire here in the CWL can be. I try to be respectful.
I'm just saying, I've got a bounty out on Warboy Crom. I want my stuff back, but Warboy Haas rather. But regardless, Warboy Crom DDT's Golden Mask here, and Golden Mask not having as easy as a time as Carvo did.
Absolutely not. This is the Crom that we are absolutely used to. But now Crom sends Golden Mask to the outside, and very, very smart. Oh, I was about to say very, very smart to not go to the outside where the backroom dealings are. And that's exactly where he went because, well, he's a war boy, and he just likes to spread chaos all around.
Absolutely. I think Warboy Crom doesn't even care. Wouldn't even care if the entire Nemesis roster was out there. Let's be honest.
Now we see Golden Mask here driving the knee to Crom. As now, oh, look at that, an alley-oop power bomb. Interesting maneuver there by the Golden Mask as he now goes over to the corner. And Haas, again, just getting the attention of Golden Mask.
And the sit-out spine buster, that distraction might actually have been enough, but no, only a 1 count.
You know, if Crom wins, I'm going to give the assist 100% to Haas. Because backroom dealings are just out here watching Golden Mask's back. And Haas is the one actually getting involved in this matchup so far.
Yes, so far, though, is that key point. As, wait a second, Haas sliding a chair to the ring.
I don't think anybody saw that, to be honest, because Crom is just laying the shoulders down into Golden Mask's midsection. But it looks like Golden Mask once again gonna go for a superplex, but this time it's gonna go to the outside.
I don't even know what to say at this point. Golden Mask. All of backroom dealings have done nothing but impress since coming to the main roster.
And now we see the ref counting, and it looks like Golden Mask is gonna go after Haas. Haas! Not letting him get there. Now he's doing what he needs to do in order to get to his tag team partner. But hold on, Haas just standing in between both of them, and Golden Mask just actually struck both of them.
But the lariat takes down Crom. Haas, though, he knows as much as he'd love to get involved. If he even so much as puts a finger on the Golden Mask, it'll result in a disqualification.
And that's definitely something you do not want to do as Crom now gets inside the ring. The referee's up to his count of 6, I think. Golden Mask has until the count of 20 to get in. But first, he uses the ropes to his advantage as he now gets right back in. Crom is stunned. Haas, though, again, getting involved. That annoying little runt is doing what he needs to do to just keep Crom in this matchup.
But it was all for nothing as the super kick connects to the side of the dome piece. Honestly, Haas is, frankly, wait a second, Crom with the huge rolling elbow knocking out Golden Mask potentially.
Now looks here like Crom is trying to get into this matchup, but that elbow connects, and now Golden Mask sends Crom back out to the outside.
Here's the thing, we've talked about, Jay Scott and Starjammer and all these groups that get involved. Haas has been interfering in this match more than Jay Scott ever has for Starjammer LLC.
He's doing what he needs to do right by his brother. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, well, I think we could see a great match here between Golden Mask and Warboy Crom, but Haas keeps sticking his nose in it.
Oh, and it looked like he tried there once again, but Golden Mask was able to get inside the ring first. As now Golden Mask, he's got Crom up, and that was an interesting hook there to the legs. But again, Haas is just... Ref, okay, now the ref needs to do something about this.
Someone get this albino child out of ringside, for the love of God.
A beautiful DDT right there by Golden Mask as he goes for the pin there. But Crom manages to kick out before the 3.
And now Mask picking up Crom. Snapdragon suplex. Wait a second though. Haas trying to put attention to it. Crom's foot was on the bottom rope, but the ref didn't see it, but Crom able to kick out.
And it looks here like the Golden Mask is ready to put this match away as he grabs Crom and just plants him down in the center of the ring. This is going to be Golden Mask time. But Haas pulls out the referee.
Okay, as the chairman, at this point, you have to start taking some form of action against Haas. You've got to feel.
Look, the ref is finally getting Haas out of here.
This man is a menace. And now, Crom dropped with the package pile driver, stacking him on his neck. Blocks the chop, though, to Crom. And you've got to feel, if Golden Mask loses this match, it is all by the doing of Warboy Haas.
100%. There is no way to deny it now. We have all the footage. And look, Eli Evans, all he's doing is picking up Crom and sending him back in. Doesn't get involved. You know...
Say what you will about their ethics and their morals. They've at least kept it clean in between the ropes. You know?
Now Golden Mask goes for the jawbreaker there. As now another high knee connects. And that could put away Crom here. Golden Mask going to the corner. But I think he changes his mind as he's now just starting to survey the situation, trying to figure out what he needs to do next against Warboy Crom here.
And I think what he's going to do is sit him out with the power bomb.
A deadlift, just shifting the weight and turning it into a power bomb. How amazing, what an amazing feat of strength by the Golden Mask there.
Yes, and thing is, I think if he hits that electric chair driver, he's not going to be able to kick out his Crom, but that forearm might be enough to put away the Golden Mask, and Crom does it! With a major assist to Warboy Haas, Crom puts away the Golden Mask.
You know what? I think we may have to run this one back without anybody at ringside, because I think the Golden Mask had that match won several times. But again, that annoying little runt, Warboy Haas, just kept
He's
it up.
He's a menace. He's a menace to society. And frankly, Chairman, if you don't do something, I'm not going to stand for it any longer.
The winner of the match, the Warboy Crom.
Well, Warboy Crom celebrating his victory. And again, we said it, huge assist to Warboy Haas.
I mean, huge assist. That's essentially Haas put him up for the alley-oop, and Crom just managed to be in place to dunk the ball. Crom did like 20% of the work there. And now we move on.
Regardless,
to stop
yes,
talking about that annoying brat as you go on to the Supremacy Cup, where we will see no shenanigans in place as Sheila takes on Holly Queen.
Well, not just because you said that, and I feel like you jinxed it. What if there are shenanigans in this matchup?
Then I'll hand in my resignation.
The following match is set for 1 fall and is part of the Supremacy Cup. Introducing first, weighing 254 pounds, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Sheila.
Well, this is a completely different look for Sheila than we're absolutely used to, as we know that Sheila has apparently begun saying something of he is helping her. And we don't know who he is.
Maybe it's that annoying little bastard Warboy Haas. And maybe he'll be back out here. But regardless, Sheila definitely got a new attitude, new mindset, and is looking to put that to the test against the likes of Harley Quinn, who might very well be her toughest challenge in this entire bracket.
I mean, some would say that Liza Horror was going to be the one to stop Sheila in the Supremacy Cup, but they haven't even faced each other, and Sheila is already down 0-1. a loss here to Harley Quinn would possibly be what drives Sheila away from the Supremacy Cup.
I mean, 0-2, it's not impossible to win the cup when you go 0-2, but it definitely diminishes your chance.
And we're going to talk again about what we mentioned earlier. It's about the pacing and when these matches happen. I think Sheila has drawn Harley Quinn far too early before she can even draw her momentum. But if she does manage to beat here the former Nemesis Women's Champion, it is going to be one of the most signature wins of her career.
And her opponent, weighing 140 pounds, from Pearl River, Mississippi, Harley Quinn.
Making a return last week to defeat Liza Horowitz, Harley Quinn, and this is going to be a big test in more ways than one, because we've talked a lot about how there's a lot of new talent in the Supremacy Cup this year, and Harley Quinn has not fought all of them. And now she's going against the second of this new talent in Sheila, and Harley Quinn, she's fought bigger women before in the likes of Rocks. Tonight, though, it's a completely different beast.
Absolutely. It is the she-beast as the 15 minutes are on the clock. And now Harley Quinn and Sheila locking up. But Sheila's going to have to use her superior power, I would assume. But as we know, Harley Quinn is no pushover when it comes to feats of strength.
Now, drop down, and a shoulder tackle. Harley Quinn, like I said, no stranger, able to knock down Sheila. And now continuing to just put the boots to Sheila is Harley Quinn.
Now, if you're Harley Quinn, what's your game plan going into this matchup?
I mean, right now, your game plan is the same game plan you always have. Destroy the arms, work over the body, and lock in submissions.
Now, if you're Sheila, what is your game plan going in against a former Nemesis Women's Champion of the stature of Harley Quinn?
I mean, it's definitely got to have some... it's got to have some form of pressure there, obviously. You know, not only are you down 0-1, but now you're going up against a former Supremacy Cup winner in Harley Quinn. It's a tall task.
And now here we see, as you mentioned, that Harley Quinn needed to work on the arms and everything. I personally think, and this is just my own idea as a viewer of the sport here, I think that if you want to neutralize somebody lifting your entire body weight and possibly slamming you down, you need to go after the lower back, which is what you saw right there by Harley Quinn trying to kick the back. If you go after the arms, yes, you can, you neutralize their arms, they can lift you and everything, but if you want to completely neutralize more than that, you gotta go after the lower back. A lot of lifters use their lower back to lift everything, you know? So that's just my own idea, and I think that's what Harley Quinn needs to go for, rather than the arms.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that I think targeting any limb, any body part in this tournament is a big deal, because even if Harley Quinn loses this match, if she could take out the arm of Sheila, that is going to ruin Sheila in later matches in this tournament. This isn't a marathon. Harley Quinn doesn't win the tournament if she wins this match, but she can set herself up that Sheila will lose the tournament. You feel me?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's an entirely fair viewpoint, and it's fun to speculate about stuff like this, and then seeing how it all develops. Because even though we have an idea of how things could go, then the competitors go out there and they take it a completely different way.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, there's a reason they're in there and we're out here.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. As Sheila looks to be in control of this matchup. Oh, look at that. That punch to the gut just completely caved in Harley Quinn. And now Sheila just driving all of her weight to the back of the neck.
Absolutely. And we know Harley Quinn had to take time off to mend some injuries I think Sheila is not looking to give her any time to recuperate in this match. But wait a second, was trying to finish her off there, not able to get it, and Harley Quinn wisely sends it to the outside to buy herself some time.
And it's a smart idea. That is the veteran instinct right there by Harley Quinn. She knows that Sheila can't win the match on the outside, and Harley Quinn has more weapons to be able to fight on the outside. As now Harley Quinn sends Sheila over to the corner with an Irish whip, not running at her, very slow and methodical pace as she walked to the She-Monster, and that may have cost her as Sheila just planted Harley Quinn down to the mat.
I mean, you've got to feel though typically, oh wait a second, goes up and over, got that arm hooked, and she might be going for a tap-out victory right here, right now, and she gets it.
Just out of nowhere, that maneuver comes down literally out of nowhere, and she's able to pick up a victory here over Sheila, as now Harley Quinn is 2-0 in the Supremacy Cup.
The winner of the match, Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn picking up where she left off here on Nemesis. But she still has some of her toughest matches left to go. Quinn Edwards, Valkyrie, and the woman who beat her the last time we saw her, Cassidy Clark. It's definitely not going to be easy.
And as we go from the Supremacy Cup here, Alex, we're going to move on to our main event here tonight, as the Pinball Witch and Olivia Bodum will fight for the right to become the #1 contender at Titan Clash for Jada King's Nemesis Women's Championship.
I mean, these are two people, you want to talk about opportunities. These are two people with maybe the biggest opportunities of their careers, and neither one of them wants to let it slip through their fingers. Pinball Witch, who has been, every time she steps in the ring, it's a match of the month candidate. And Olivia Bodum, who almost became #1 contender a few weeks ago, but lost to Jada King. This is about redemption for both of them.
The following match is the main event of Nemesis. Introducing first, weighing 139 pounds, from Tucson, Arizona, Pinball Witch.
A fan favorite, a critic favorite, Pinball Witch, one of the best performers in the CWL. And now she has a chance to go for the top prize on Nemesis, arguably the top prize in the CWL.
And, you know, she recently took a trip to Raymondonia in order to go further training. And now we're going to see if that pays off.
And her opponent, representing Fatal Vices, the Sin of Wrath, Olivia Bodum.
Olivia Bodum, representing the Fatal Vices, makes her way into the ring. And I've got to say, Chairman, she came within seconds of getting the #1 contender shot when she faced Jada King a few short weeks ago. Jada King would end up winning and would end up becoming women's champ. Now, Olivia Bonham looks for revenge, not just for herself, but also for Jessica Scarberry, the member of the Fatal Vices who challenged Olivia Bonham just last month.
I mean, you're right. Olivia Bonham has a lot of stuff behind her, and as you can see it right there, she's gonna take the fight to Pinball Witch to try and become the #1 contender for the women's championship. And can you imagine the kind of pressure that Olivia Bonham is thriving under right now? Because if she wins, then she's gonna go on and face Jada King, and if she beats Jada King, she's now at the top of the mountain.
Small flag on the play here. Can we just talk about the fact that Olivia Bonham started this match with a brainbuster and then a curb stomp? She is taking liberties with the Pinball Witch's health here tonight because she wants to win so badly.
She's trying to make her forget all that Raymondonian training. She knows it's dangerous.
I mean, a concussion will make you forget a lot of things, Chairman. But now arm drag connects to Pinball Witch. And goes for the enziguri, checks the kick, though, does Pinball Witch. And these two just going back and forth. And you've got to feel Olivia Bonham and Pinball Witch both hella determined.
Absolutely. I definitely think that this is going to be a more competitive matchup than most expect. As you can see, Pinball Witch right there using the turnbuckle to kind of smack Olivia Bonham a little bit in the face. And now Olivia Bonham, she's got Pinball Witch up and plants her down with, I think it would look like a blue thunder bomb right there. As now she's just got her picked up as she rolls through. And I think we're about to see possibly an air raid crash. Oh, neck breaker.
And Olivia Bonham just in her element here tonight. She's dropping people on her head. She's confident. And she is currently manhandling Pinball Witch.
It's now Olivia Bonham. She's got Pinball Witch up on her shoulders. Plants her down on the top turnbuckle. And now just going after the back as well. You know, Olivia Bonham is employing a strategy we haven't seen from her in what I feel has been months. And it's showing off here. And Pinball Witch may be in a lot of trouble.
She went for the handspring, able to dodge it was Bonham, goes for the lariat, but Pinball Witch ducks it. Does she connect with the kick? Yes, she does. Sends her to the corner. And now, this time it was her going for a back elbow, not able to get it, gets caught with the arm drag. And now a high kick, and another Shades of Kawada blocks the arm, and the scorpion kick to the top of the dome piece. And now
Olivia Bonham here. She's
choke breaker.
That choke breaker connected, and I think Olivia Bonham is quite possibly about to drive the final nail in the coffin here.
Tiger Driver connects. And that is it. Count to 100. No, what? How?
It's that Raymondonian training, I'm telling you.
Very rarely do we see someone kick out of a Tiger Driver. And now I think Olivia Bonham looking to seal it here. Goes for the double stop, not able to get it. And now gets caught with the Gourd Buster.
Now Pinball Witch here. She's going to try and just bend Olivia Bonham to her will as this bow and arrow submission here. Olivia Bonham could tap out here, but she's trying to hold on to try and become the #1 contender. She flips it over into a pinfall, but Pinball Witch kicks out immediately.
Immediately kicks out. And now a wait second kick to the gut. Goes Pinball Witch. And now, what does she have in mind here? Olivia Bonham drops her head first on the apron with that DDT. And the spinning back fist, but it fires back with a chop. These two taking each other to task here.
As now Olivia Bonham picks up Pinball Witch, slams her head into the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring right there. As the referee continues to count, I think he's up to a count of 4. And now Olivia Bonham gets back inside. Oh, she's calling Pinball Witch to her feet.
And a big step over kick there from Bodum.
That's
Catches
possibly
it right on the...
that was possibly one of the most unique maneuvers that I've seen come from Olivia Bodum in quite some time.
And now just rapid fire uppercuts. And another one. And another one. Olivia Bodum not stopping. Drop kick. And now lifts her up once again. And another Kawada kick. And another. And the Scorpion kick again.
And the Scorpion kick is how she won a match before. Is she about to do it again? A 2! And oh my God, I thought that was a 3, and so did Olivia Bodum. You can see her right there arguing with the referee. We know that she's the Sin of Wrath because this lady is just one angry competitor.
Tiger Driver! How? How is Pinball Witch still fighting? Back elbow connects on the jaw. And now, looking to size up Olivia Bodum. I think was looking for that discus big boot, but Olivia going towards the rope. She knows that Olivia had an escape plan.
And you know, Pinball Witch, I think, is one of the women here on this roster that has some of the most experience fighting the Fatal Vices. So she knows exactly what she needs to do to try and get ahead. And I think she keeps trying to size up Olivia Bodum to get that tilt in. But it is just not working out for her as she now continues to try and just choke out Olivia Bodum here.
And Pinball Witch finally starting to get back into the offensive trail here, as she has been getting lit up by Olivia Bodum for a lot of this match. And now Olivia Bodum sneaks behind. Got her at the back of the head. Uppercut to the back of the head. And now, belly to belly suplex. Is now dragging her close to the ropes, and now looking to use all the leverage she can get to put away Pinball Witch, but no.
These two women are laying it all out on the line here, and honestly, it just goes to show how important the Nemesis Women's Championship is here for all the competitors on Nemesis, because as you mentioned before, it is one of the most prestigious championships. Oh my God, Pinball Witch!
Talk about laying it all on the line. Jesus. She calls herself Mrs. 450, and she's going for 450 or a Dragon Rana. Who the hell knows?
I think that may have ultimately cost her, though, as now Olivia Bodum went up to the top rope. She went for the stomp. Did it connect? Was that going to be enough? 2, but Pinball Witch kicks out before the 3. What is it going to take, Alex?
I think she didn't get all of it with that double stomp. I think she's going to go for it again. No, this time going for the elbow, but not able to land it. Pinball Witch getting out of the way just in time. And now the bow and arrow is locked in.
For the second time in this matchup, I think this is going to be it for Olivia Bodum. I don't think she's going to be able to take it anymore. Any second now, she's going to tap. But, oh my God, she flips it again, goes into the pinfall, and Pinball Witch kicks out. What is it going to take?
Fujiwara armbar locked in. Is that enough to put Pinball Witch away? She is wrenching on that arm. She is cranking up a Pinball Witch, able to force her way out. Head scissors. As now, ducks under, and another head scissors there by Olivia Bodum.
And I think she's finally found it. She's finally got the distance. She's got the energy. The tilt connects. Is that going to be enough to put away Bodum and become the number 1 contender?
Just barely gets the shoulder up. Now Pinball Witch looking to go for that little bit extra. Wait a second, TNA kick there from Bodum. Wait for another Kawada kick, not quite able to get it. And now back handspring, misses in the corner. Forearm strike, and now the kicks again.
And that scorpion kick, I think that may have been it. I think that may have finally knocked out Pinball Witch. And Olivia Bodum is the #1 contender.
What a contest. You thought it was it with the bow and arrow. I thought it was it with the Fujiwara armbar. But no, neither of these women refused to, neither of them wanted to stay down.
The winner of the main event and your new #1 contender for the Nemesis Women's Championship, Olivia Bodum.
Congratulations to Olivia Bodum as she is now next for Jada King's championship at Titan Clash.
And what a showing. Many people doubted why these two women were even in this #1 contendership. Here is why. Because these two women may have just stole the damn show.
I think that may have just stolen match of the year, if I'm being perfectly honest here, Alex.
As Olivia Bodum celebrates her victory. And as we see Jada King making her way down to the ring here.
Now, this is something I didn't expect here.
A stare down between the two. The rematch between these two will happen at Titan Clash. And I'm personally Jesus Christ!